Hi Gemini, welcome to your May general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Gemini. This will not resonate with every Gemini that watches this message, and if this message is not for you Gemini, I suggest checking out your other signs in different placements. Hi cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Gemini. Who wouldn't be? I would like to remind Gemini and cross-watchers that energy is fluid. This means you are more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip the roles as I tell and explain the story and the reading if that resonates with your specific situation the most. Alright Gemini, let's get into this. Alright, let's get started. Okay, Knight of Cups, Pisces energy. Some of you could be dealing with the Pisces. You could have Pisces in your chart. Does not have to be the case. Wow. Okay. Gemini, I can see why you're watching this. You need answers, and I feel you're going to get answers, but there has been a rocky road between the two of you in this. There has been ups and downs, and I think that's all about to change. We do have 2 5s in this. Some of you could be seeing 555, angel number 55. Some of you could be born on June 5th, 15th, maybe even May 25th for some of you. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Cups, Cancer energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer. You could have Cancer in your chart. But this, what I feel with all the cards that are on the spread, there were feelings here, definitely, that someone was developing, someone felt deep in their heart, deep in the pit of their gut, but with all the other cards, there was just a fear of attachment from this, or what these feelings would do to someone should they pursue them, should they move forward with them. What would that change in their life? What would they have to change within themselves in order to have this love and let alone receive this love? And that's what I feel, is that someone had a lot of difficulty receiving the love someone was trying to give. We all have different reasons why that sometimes our heart chakras are kind of closed and closed off, but there is someone here that has opened the heart chakra of another person. But yeah, there was fear of feelings, fear of attachments, fear of clinginess even, or if, what they would have to sacrifice in order to be with someone that expects only the best emotional availability, and what they would have to give in order for that to follow through and proceed. But with the Queen of Cups, absolutely there is love here. Absolutely there were feelings. And the feelings that were growing within someone was scaring them. And I can see that there has been conflict because of that, a defensiveness because of that. They're unwilling to talk about it, but the fact that they wanted to have their cake and eat it too with you was not going to work. I do feel an apology coming for some of you Geminis. We do have the 6 of Cups here. And Mercury is going to go into retrograde very soon, so there's been someone who's been wanting to reconcile with you, wanting to provide some sort of confirmation for you that you didn't receive with them in the past. And there had to have been a separation between the two of you in order for them to kind of realize and sit with the emotions that they had with you, because they couldn't work them out with you at the time, Gemini. They were not willing to talk about it. They weren't willing to express it. But now it's changed, and it's because with you it's different. That's kind of what I'm hearing. They're not usually the emotional type of people. They're not the people who open up very easily. But with you, they're finding that to be an option, or they've been thinking about it a lot. And that's why at the center of this for May, you have the Knight of Cups, Pisces energy. Someone is approaching you, Gemini, with a cup of love. Someone is coming back to you. And in a way, for some of you, you may have been waiting for this person to come back. A lot of you kind of surrendered this person, surrendered what you once were in your head about it. You kind of just said, if they're going to come back, then they'll come back. What is meant to be mine will be mine. If I know there's a feeling of love here, then that is enough for them to recognize and understand. And a lot of you guys, I feel, seized control, took back control over yourself to do your own healing while this person had to figure it all out. And it worked. It definitely worked. And Gemini, I feel with this, even the imagery of this card, you've been wanting to be real with this person and to open up, but you weren't going to open up to someone who wasn't willing to open up with you. You've been ready to talk about your feelings. You've been ready to be vulnerable, but not with someone who wouldn't reciprocate that. Not with someone who would be available in that way for you. But now they're ready to. But what's crossing this is the Five of Swords, Aquarius energy. Someone has like a back tattoo, has back dimples maybe, or has a very attractive back, okay? But really why this is crossing the whole situation is how to have that conversation, how to return. Because I do feel someone does feel slighted by this. The last conversation you guys may have had wasn't a very positive one. It could have been a dispute, an argument. It just wasn't pleasant the last time you guys talked to one another. And I do feel, Gemini, they recognize when they come back, they have to come back correct with you, or else there is going to be a confrontation more than a confirmation. And I really do feel for some of you, they do want to give up the tension, they do want to give up the fight, they do want to make amends, make peace. And they know that they're going to have to talk about their inability to open up to you. What's crowning the reading is the Five of Wands, Leo energy. So this could be why they're coming back, Gemini. For some of you, it could be that there's jealousy going on here. They may see that you've been trying to move on, you've been hanging out with other people, and that's creating some sort of tension within them, competition within them, for some. Others, yeah, this is, connotating to the fact that there has been some sort of energy between the two of you that hasn't been so positive. And this is going back to Gemini with you. They felt like they could have it their way, that they could, have this connection with you on their own terms. But the second that it was outside of their own comfort zone, their own, box, it was something they couldn't handle. And it's kind of like that energy. I'm hearing that song by Beyonce, single ladies. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, but it's kind of like, if you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it. Or you kind of just saw this energy from them, that when you did decide to return that type of energy back of detachment, of aloofness, of not caring, then all of a sudden they would act some type of way, they'd get offended by it, or they would feel some type of way. And you didn't feel like that was fair for some of you. But I think, Gemini, you have brought a lot of growth to this person. They've matured a lot since you guys have been apart, since you've been away. They've been looking at their lower vibrational energies and seeing how that has played out in the connection between the two of you. I even get that for some of you, they try to accuse you of things that you weren't doing, flirting, stuff like that, that just wasn't the case at all. And that rubbed you the wrong way as well. But what's rooting this, Gemini, is the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Man, the passion between the two of you is explosive, is exciting, is thrilling, right? When you're together and when things are good, they're more than good. And you guys just know how to really please one another. Physically and spiritually, I'm feeling with this. You guys take each other to new heights, to new levels. And the passion's off the chart. But again, with the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Cups with the Five of Swords, there's just some sort of fleeting when it comes to getting down to the real feelings in this. Talking about it. It's as if the second that, you know, the conversation was brought up of, well, how do you feel about me? Or what do you feel about this connection? They would pull back, pull away, jump out. Or someone here is a bit flighty, and that's why there's worry here. In the recent past, we have the Six of Cups. This is Scorpio energy. They still have been thinking about you, Gemini, this entire time, in the way that some of you have been thinking about this person. They want a reconciliation. They want a reunion. They want things to go back to where they were between the two of you. They don't like where the connection is right now, where you guys aren't talking, you aren't hanging out, you're not involved with each other anymore. But the feelings are still there. The feelings never changed. They were suppressed, they were hid, they were denied, but they didn't change. And even more so during this time apart, they've just grown more and more. And they still have a picture of you two that they look at all the time. It used to be someone's like screensaver, but they got rid of it since you haven't talked. Or maybe that's you, Gemini. And someone left like a jacket in someone's car, in someone's home, as well, or some article of clothing. But yeah, they're really hoping that you guys can have a peaceful reconciliation, that you guys can be back together again. And again, there's just this energy here of, with you, they haven't felt like this with other people. And they were fine being alone for a while. But you've changed all that within them. What you need to know about this is the Four of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. They've held back for a reason. They were uncomfortable with their own feelings. And instead of really telling you that, they gave off this energy that they didn't care. But it's actually the opposite in a way. They cared so much and they were afraid of what these feelings would do, or even of being heartbroken by you, Gemini, is the reason why they didn't express it. But now they see you're paying the same energy back into this. You haven't reached out. You haven't tried to talk to them. You haven't tried to reconcile. And now they're, witnessing their own mirroring through your actions of what they did to you. Let's go ahead and clarify this Four of Pentacles. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? The Emperor. So 2 4s, 44, 444. You guys are getting all sorts of number synchronicities, I feel, especially in regards to this connection. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries. But taking accountability, responsibility. You're not going to show any interest until they do so, until they give you a real explanation to why, until they really talk about and step up to how they really feel, what they really want from this, until you see this grown energy from them. And regardless of gender or sex, I do feel the masculine, whoever identifies as being dominantly masculine, is the one that has been needing to step up in this, has been needing to express. And they want to get your attention back, I'm getting too. I don't know, they just feel like they can't get any sort of reaction from you, but they're doing it in a passive-aggressive way when they need to be straightforward. They need to be upfront. They need to be honest. Someone could be wearing red right now, or red is someone's favorite color. Yeah, King of Wands. Leo energy, act on it. If you want me, if you desire this, if, you know, you send me this messages, which you may be getting soon, or you've gotten in the past of, oh, you know, I've been thinking a lot about this, I need you now, that type of energy, I want you right now, I've been craving you, wanting you, desiring you, well, act on it. Because words are fleeting, and now you want to see action. And that's the only way I think they're going to get your attention again. For how this is all likely to unfold, what is likely to happen in this connection, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading, where I'm going to overturn this card. But before we head to the extended reading, I will pull one card from the Hidden Truth Oracle, which you can find on Etsy. And I'm going to ask if there's anything else that's on their mind, anything else that's in their heart that they haven't told you, how they feel about this connection that hasn't been said, anything else that would further clarify this reading and how they feel about you and what they want from you in this. Ooh. I can't stop thinking about you. Yeah. With I don't react when people mention you. So yeah, I don't know, Gemini. I feel like this person doesn't have a choice but to just pretend like they don't care, or pretend like when, I don't know, people mention you, that it's just something that's not on their mind, that isn't something to worry about because you haven't talked in so long, or because you haven't recently connected. But the truth is that they haven't been telling you is that they can't stop thinking about you, that you've been on their mind this entire time you guys have been apart, and nothing has changed, you know? And that's great and all. I feel you're like, I know that they can't stop thinking about me, or I can't even stop thinking about this situation, but until I see a change or a movement within the emotional realm that makes me feel more secure, makes me feel like there is something more than just a physical connection, a passionate connection, I'm going to choose to hold back. They know it's the ball's in their court. They know that they need to move forward and speak the truth. And with this being the Nine of Cups, they want to, because of the fact they can't stop thinking of you. And that there is some sort of significance here in this connection that still needs to be expressed, resolved. With the Six of Cups, that could absolutely indicate the soulmate contract that still exists between the two of you, and that they feel that way. But honestly, Gemini, if this situation, you know, the separation between the two of you has, if anything's come out of it, it's their own emotional maturity, their emotional growth, and now their willingness to express what you mean to them that they haven't before. But to see if they're really going to act on it, how this is all going to likely happen for you, we're going to go ahead and take this to the extended reading. So if you'd like to join me there, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card, and I'm going to pull some oracle cards as well to dive deeper into the connection. If this is where we depart, Gemini, I hope that this has resonated with you, giving you clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to your love life. If it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Gemini, very much. And I'll see you next time. Take care, Gemini.